guys, it's Miss Katie, and today we're going to be reading Little Joe Chickapig. Do you see this animal right here? What kind of animal do you think he is? Let's find out. So it says right here that he is a chickapig. It's an animal hybrid that is half chicken and half pig. What part of him do you think looks like a chicken? His wings and his feet? What part of him kind of looks like a pig? His nose and his ears? Nice job. Let's read about Little Joe Chickapig. Little Joe Chickapig lived on a farm full of chickapigs and chickapig charm. For Little Joe Chickapig, still just a boy, the farm full of chickapigs brought him no joy. Do you see him? He looks like he's kind of bored. He dreamed of new places beyond the fields, sailing vast oceans with swords and with shields. He'd hoped he'd find courage to follow his heart. But how could he do it? How could he start? The Chickapig farm was all that he knew, with its crops and fields and cows that pooed, and birds and bees and horses and goats. Why was he dreaming of castles and moats? Joe had an old grandpa, brave and bold, a Chickapig hero who broke the mold. Joe had an old grandpa, a sailor of seas, a Chickapig hero who lived so free. But how did he go? How did he do it? How did he know to follow his heart against the tide? How did he do it? The young Chickapig cried. I'll tell you a tale, his mother said. I'll tell a tale before I put you to bed. Grandpa back then, he was scared too. Grandpa back then did not know what to do. So here's his mom, and his mom's going to tell him a bedtime story about his grandpa. And maybe we'll see some other animals too. Grandpa had heard a story told of a great big bear who broke the mold. The bear was tired of striking fear in all who saw him and all who came near. The bear had learned quite a skill to heal the sick and those struck ill. So look at those animals. How do you think they're feeling? Yeah, they look like they're pretty scared. And there's the bear. The bear doesn't want to be scary. He wants to help the animals. Look, there he is, fixing a broken leg. A doctor he became, my son, to heal the wounds of everyone. And those who used to run away now stood before him every day. You see, the animals aren't scared anymore because they know that it's a helpful doctor bear. The bear saw patients one by one. Never again would anyone run. The bear became a friend, you see, to every creature beneath the trees. But how? How did he go? How did he go? How did he do it? How did he know to follow his heart against the tide? How did he do it? The young Chickapig cried. The bear found courage from the strangest place. He heard of a mouse who went to space. Look at that mouse. He went to space. Look, he's an astronaut mouse. You don't see that every day. The mouse she traveled to the moon and Mars. The mouse she traveled amongst the stars. Her ship it soared from earth to space, but in that world she found her place. But how? How did she go? How did she do it? How did she know to follow her heart against the tide? How did she do it? The young Chickapig cried. Look, she's becoming friends with aliens. The mouse she'd heard a story told of a fierce young dragon, brave and bold. Look at the big dragon. The dragon was known across the land. She gave up her kingdom to join a band. She sang her song, she strummed her guitar. Her music was heard both near and far. You see the dragon playing the guitar? But how? How did she do it? How did she know to follow her heart against the tide? How did she do it? The young Chickapig cried. There was a warrior from that land back before the dragon's band. Ooh, look, the warrior is a Chickapig too. He was a Chickapig just like you, filled with wonder and feeling blue, tired of shields and swords to wield. He laid down his weapons and planted a field. He wanted to be a farmer. He didn't want to fight anymore. The Chickapig farm became all that he knew, with its crops and fields and cows that pooed, and birds and bees and horses and goats, and never a thought of castles or moats. Now, Joe, my child, I hope you will see. Follow your dreams, whatever they be. And one day in the future, when you're old, your very own story just might be told. Good night, Chickapig. That was a good story. What is something you want to do when you're a grown-up? This story was all about following your dreams. What do you think the Chickapig will do when he's a grown-up? Do you think he really will become a knight? I think you just might. Well, that's all I have for you guys for today. I'll see you later.